Um, Welcome, everyone. I'm Eva Ginger, and this is JPEG with me today. And we would like to talk a little bit about our work we do at cNFT Art. So, JPEG, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm super excited for cNFTcon. This is amazing. All this great energy that we've had between Twitter Spaces last weekend at the con this week. It's just amazing.
Thank you for being here. It's just super cool. Also, like talking here about what we do, and thank you. So, just first of all, let's give a quick introduction about cNFT Art. We are the first NFT assessment service on Cardano, and what we do is we analyze NFT art. Our first project was Ansix, and we actually all of us we met in their Discord server where we were just very interested in the project and started talking about it. And what we do now is we analyze data throughout the entire collection. We talk about forms, we talk about color, we talk about sub-collection, we talk about rarity, and eventually also price. And our goal is to provide this information to everyone so that people gain some sort of certainty about their answers, what they have, what kind of collection they have. And our goal is to just help you and give you this information. And so I think we should just jump right into it and talk about
Yeah.
all the information we have in here. So we have descending single bulbs. What is that? What does it mean? What is all this information there?
Well, descending single bulbs is the form. This is one of the key forms in the collection, and that is just one form of 11 that we have uncovered and actually given language to. It's one of these things that we've actually, between the people in the Unsig server and the people on our team, we spent a great deal of time discussing what these things are. And then also, descending is the directional. So it kind of starts in the top left-hand corner, goes to the bottom right-hand corner. There's also ascending, there's upward, there's downward. There's these types of things to describe, what directions things are pointing. So we can kind of come up with a common language. And what that ladders to then is, seeing these types of forms come together and create sub-collections that increase rarity because there's fewer of those things that exist in the collection. There's fewer of things that, it's like just kind of a primary representation of this, of these types of forms. So when you start in the top left-hand corner there, you see the unsig number, you see the name, descending single bulbs. This describes what is actually in the unsig. You have some tags underneath that, these little buttons that we have that show you exactly what is in there. And then when you look in the metadata, those ladder to the metadata so that you can see exactly what we're talking about there. In the middle, we have forms, colors, and collections, which is a descriptor of what, again, some of the data that are in those tags. Properties and rarities are the properties that we have and the colors that make up these unsigs. And you see that data on the far right. That's what that data represents. And then value and collectability, we really wanted to be able to bring the type of, rarity ranking to, not just this projects in the future as well, but bring this type of rarity ranking because there are some pieces within this collection that are just extremely rare and we believe are extremely collectible as well. And that, when we're talking about things like value, we've seen the marketplace reflect, something that is like a no liner, right? Which has no lines. That's actually a form, right? Versus something like this, the descending single bulbs. A no liner is going to go for, significantly more than a descending single bulbs because it's rarer and it's, at the start of the collection. So all of this information that we've brought together, which represents thousands of hours of research and debate, comes together in the certificate that you're seeing here, which is minted to the blockchain, which we do believe is the first assessment service to do that, to actually mint the assessment to the blockchain, so they can live right alongside the piece that you wanted us to assess in your wallet.
You were talking about a lot of information right now. Let's break it down a little bit more as well. So we are talking about collections, but the special thing is also it's not only about form collection. It was the first thing that everyone was talking about. Like, this is the bulbs. Then we have posts. Then we have all the wide range of form collections, but we also have color collections. Like, this is a beautiful aspect of this UNSIG collection, that we can talk about so many things. And for example, just to tell a little anecdote, we just discovered a new color collection a couple of days ago, which is called Twilight, and this reflects also like our working mode. We are still discovering things. People are still discovering this collection, and there's a whole lot behind it that hasn't been discovered so far. So it is really a work in progress, and whatever we find out, we try to break it down and put it together and serve it on this wonderful certificate, and provide this information to everyone. And yeah, what you said already, we try to structure it in these three buckets, like having the main information on the left, then really data on the right. You see all the numbers, you see percentages. We are talking about rarities, what you already described, and then we bring it together in a text. But maybe many people are asking about the price, or what do we have? What do I have in my wallet? Can you explain this a little bit more? How do we estimate? How do we set a number down there?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's all that information that we've collected, and we've done the research. And certainly while we're uncovering things, I feel that at this point we have absolutely, because we've gone to Mint, we have enough information for you to really be certain about what UNSIGs you have and the types of collections that they belong to. So it's really exciting work, and it will continue, because this type of project is one of those that, sometimes it seems a little fathomless, but we definitely feel like we have our arms around that. The value and collectability is something, that when we talk about, something that has 1,000 in the collection versus something that we've identified that there's only 20 of them. Definitely the one that only has 20 seems to have more collectability, but then there are some pieces that are extremely rare that, maybe don't present in a way that seems like it would be as collectible as something that could be a little bit more like a primary representation of something, right? So there's, it's a really, really fascinating thing. And, we also want to look at the marketplace and reflect what the marketplace is doing. So, we see the sales, people see the sales on cNFTIO and Token. There's a lot of information that we have from behind the scenes about some of the other deals that are happening that we also bring to the pricing and value structure. So there's a lot to tell, but we only have 10 minutes. So, it's one of those things. I mean, I think that we could talk for an hour, but I think the thing that I want to make sure everybody knows is that, UNSIGs was our first project. It's clearly our main project. We put a lot of time and effort into it, but we want to bring this type of certainty.
We did this one massive project.
Very massive project, yeah. We want to bring this type of certainty to the rest of the space. We know that there's a lot of, there can be a lot of uncertainty. But we want, when people say DYOR, we definitely want to be one of the places that people come to say, I'm going to research on cNFT Art's server. I'm going to be in their server. They know a lot about these projects, right? And so, some of the services that we're providing for UNSIGs is obviously assessment. We also do appraisals for bigger collections. And then, as information, as Ava's talking about, could be more information that comes in. So we also do offer reassessment services so that, as values go up, you can have things reassessed.
Yeah. And I think this is one of our main goals, just sharing this information. And we are aware that what we do only reflects this very moment. And there will be reassessments needed because prices change. There will be new collections identified and so on. And maybe to conclude this discussion right now. What we want to do is to help you to understand better what you have. We don't want to tell you, you should like this piece or you should like this piece.
Right.
This is not what we want. We are not judging taste. We are not judging sense of aesthetic. We are just analyzing data. And this is what we do with this massive amount of data we have. We want to help you with that. And yeah.
And really make sense of it. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that, you know, when they saw unsigs for the first time, they're like, what am I looking at? Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really what we want to do. We want to bring that type of certainty. So, Ava, where can people find us on Twitter?
Yes, you can find us at cNFT_art, or you also can join our Discord server where we all of us are in there. We talk, we say hello. Just come by and drop a message. All of us are very happy to have this conversation and have an open conversation with you.
Absolutely. So, hey, listen, from everybody here at cNFT Art, have a great cNFTcon, and we will be sharing a lot of information between the Twitter and our Discord very soon.
Yeah, hopefully, talk to a lot of people, and hear you soon. Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Bye.